Yeah. How you doing?
So good, man.
You got the tag on. Look at the old Hilton go. Sheesh. Can I have a robe? I actually wrote that. You like wearing them in the bathroom? It's fucking wet.
I jumped in the bathtub.
Hey guys, Cody Harrington here, host of the Elephant in the Room podcast. Thank you for watching. Of course, a few eps in, some feedback has come through and I'm very appreciative of the feedback. Please keep them coming. But a lot of people said, for a circus podcast, we don't talk about circus as much as maybe you'd like, or there's a lot of edits and there's a lot of cuts and a lot of conversations that it's like an edit or beeping out something. And I hear your criticism and I appreciate that. So what I'm doing for this week's podcast, a real safe bet interview. I had this person on the guest list. I knew that it'd be a safe bet, safe stories, circus. That's all we talk about. And when you finally realize the identity of this guest, you're going to go, of course, Circus Guru. Clap him in. Welcome to the show. Effie, first time. Welcome to the pod, Effie.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? For the record, I'm wearing pants. Adidas.
Got on pants.
Okay,
Adidas.
look, at the end of the day, circus.
It's good to start up with a circus story.
Where's my sleep?
No, like quick, just for the people out there. Like what? 7th gen, 8th gen, 9th gen.
Okay.
It'd be a heap of gens. What are you?
14.
Yeah.
1400.
Yeah, easy. 14800 gen, circus family, European royalty, Dion Gasser, formerly known as Effie, fashion designer now, former circus artist. Safe to say.
At the end of the day, I ran away from the circus.
You ran away from the circus
to get a real job. because I tell you why. Plenty of people drove past and they said, Effie, run away from the circus, get a real job. And I said, you know what, they might have a bit of an idea. So I tried it and it worked out quite well. So yeah. But I still, at the end of the core of who I am, yeah, I love circus. But what I want to do is bring a new generation of circus.
Circus needed an Effie.
No,
let's actually be honest. Dude, let's be honest. Tennis needed Nick Kyrgios. Boxing needed Jake Paul. The circus world actually needs an Effie.
The thing is, it's about respect. And respect is a two-way street, not a one-way street. And at the end of the day, when it all comes down to it, it's about people telling their stories. And that's what makes a good show. It's people telling their stories.
But you have an eye for video editing. Like your Redman Films it's what I know, but you're super talented at video editing. And we've always said that at the show, how nowadays in the world of social media, how we're not really running the characters of the circus. Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at the circus, you're not doing anything. That should be the social media, advertising, video, the power of video. You know this. The power of showing an audience a character out of the ring is so important. You know that from Redman Films.
Everybody is doing kickflips. Everybody's doing backflips. Everybody's doing yoga. Some chicks are hot. Some chicks are hot. Their Instagrams are entertaining. And I think it's time that we like...
Wait, there's girls on Instagram? Yeah. Like there's good accounts of females on Instagram?
Look, at the end of the
Wow, I need to get this out.
Look, you gotta get on the wagon.
Yeah.
The wagon has changed. It's not a horse-drawn wagon anymore. We're living in the, 2023.
It's
2020 Effie. Who would have thought?
I want to touch circus.
Okay.
What'd you perform again? I kind of forget. Like, you do everything. Like, you kind of specialize at rollerball and anything in the air.
I was born in the circus.
Yes.
And I loved it. I thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
I thought it was brilliant.
It's in your blood. What, 14th gen for real? Was that a joke?
Went with 14, 14800, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, but your family's so big in Europe and famous in Europe that European numbers, it's a joke. It's just, so I get it.
Europe.
And they don't live and die by the Gen thing as much as we do.
The thing is, I made sure before I went on this podcast to not offend anybody, to not make, let's not call the ambulance. Let's, everything's bloody exposed and the whole thing. No. At the end of the day, I respect what everyone's done. I've respected what everyone's done.
Tattoos. I'm saying the tattoos. You're in the bath with pants, of course. We've touched on that. Is there any tattoo that you have that relates to the circus? Because this is a circus podcast.
Look, they all relate to the circus. So my tattoo theme is ignorant simplicity.
Nothing relates.
As you can see by my feet. As you can see by my feet.
Yeah. Well, apart from...
For the record, I give full permission to use any of this footage because I want to embarrass myself so you don't have to.
I don't think I can say that word that's on your toes.
Let's just say...
On the podcast, I think I can say
what is on my feet is questionable.
And it's a C word. It's not any other word.
Look, we won't bring up what's on my feet.
No, but I mean, just so the people watching, it's not one of the words that you really can't say. It's just a word that shouldn't be said.
Well, I always say if someone calls you mate in Australia, that's when you know you're in trouble. If someone calls you...
Yeah. It rhymes with hunt.
You can beat that out.
Stunt.
At the end of the day...
why is it on your toes?
Because your feet take you a long way. Your feet take you everywhere you go, and they're ugly. Oh my God, feet are so ugly. Filthy or dirty. I got a hepatitis check the other day. No hepatitis, no nothing.
That's good news.
Clean as a bean.
That's so good. That's
clean as no.
You're in a bath right now. You're the cleanest person. No. In all seriousness, back to the tattoos.
Don't get.
No. Time out. Dude.
I hate tattoos.
But my podcast with Kelly, Joe, and everyone.
No, I love them all.
No. But I'm not even kidding you. For 2 minutes. No. Okay, for about 5 minutes of podcast material, we recorded for an hour. I see this one going a way higher ratio. I see 2 hours for 2 minutes kind of thing.
Bloody is.
No, but this is funny. This is good. All right. Do any tattoos legitimately represent the circus? On your body?
Probably spontaneous because one night stands, dirty feet, caravans, mud pits, trenches.
Yeah.
I would say spontaneous.
Do you miss it at all?
Do I miss circus?
Circus.
Absolutely. Every single day of my life.
Wait, legitimately?
Absolutely.
This is actually that felt real. That felt real.
No, but I would say until it's done my way, I'm not going back.
Could you have... you started Effie. It's a music, it's a fashion brand, it's a lifestyle brand. It's
a stage show.
It's...
One day.
It's you. It's
Submarine company.
Dreams. But, okay. All right, serious point. I remember sitting at the show when we were working together, and you'd always tell me the things, and I'd always be like, there's your Jake Pauls, there's your... That's what I said earlier when we were talking before. Boxing needed a Jake Paul, tennis needs a Nick Kyrgios, the circus needs a Dion Gasser. I remember saying that to you way back, but I mean, there was no Nick and Jake, but way back, with your Red Man films, with your eye that you had for telling stories, and how important circus performers' characters are. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, when we're not doing anything, you always understood the value of social media, videoing, and telling who you are. Come Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you're performing as Dion Gasser in the show. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you were the only one that really had an eye for how powerful you can keep performing. Man, and you're performing now 7 days a week.
I genuinely appreciate you reaching out in this level because, not only is this information that I have heard from people, because I know how hard I work, right? Maybe I can't put a fucking peg in because I'm not getting paid enough, but I'm fucking loving what I'm doing.
Please follow the socials: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. There's a Twitter. Don't really use it. There is a website, nothing's on it, don't worry. TikTok, Instagram, content, YouTube, of course, bang. This is the Elephant in the Room podcast. Let's get the show on the road. Oh, dude, remember the last time I had a podcast circling, probably 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Remember you were telling me the story about you were going for the job. Was it? I think I've got to beep that out. I don't think we can say that.
No, you can say.
Was it? I mean, well, if we don't say and
Okay,
keep
I
beeping
was
it.
an engineer.
No, but like that was high amongst the trees.
I've
with
had
rigging.
wait. I've had a lot of jobs.
Yeah, but dude, that's what like
I've had.
you told me on your CV
of
that
jobs.
languages you spoke English.
Yeah.
Like, that's the funniest
Let's just
thing
go
in the
through
world
my
to me.
resume.
Dude, you said that you spoke English in your resume.
Fluent
English,
which
to
I'm
me-
dyslexic as fuck. They say, are you qualified? I said, I'm the best you've ever had. I'm
Yeah.
the best you'll ever get.
Yeah.
And then they get there and they're like, we can't fire him now. We've already hired him.
Yeah, but dude, like, you told me you're like, I'm like high up in the safety, and I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, you're just not. Then you sent me a selfie with the West Indian cricket team, and you were taking them through.
Elon Musk. And Elon
Wait,
Musk.
what?
Yeah, Elon Musk. I got a photo of I literally took the photo of Elon Musk.
You met Elon
2016.
Musk?
Yeah, 2016. Elon Musk. Of course, 100%.
You met Elon Musk?
This shit I know.
Hang on.
I wish someone made a podcast of this.
Lying.
This is not. I have the photo to prove it.
You got a
And
photo?
I fastened
You got a
his
photo?
harness.
You tightened Elon Musk's harness?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I got a new match on Tinder.
Premiere quality comedy. Like, that is elite
I only
comedy.
just bought a book today and started reading. I swear to God. I read the book, no problems.
Love it.
But I feel like, is anybody ever self-improving on after school? Like, meaning, okay, you finish school? Let's go. Let's go further. Let's learn more. Let's all become scientists. Let's learn more. Let's be more. Let's do. And like, even me.
Yeah, okay,
Oh,
now to my main thing here, because I know how much it takes to fucking edit one of these. Beep. But like,
beep, beep.
just what you just said then, that's, I think, what's in you, in your blood from circus. Because that's all we need to do as a circus performer. You do one somersault, it needs to be a double. You learn a double, it should be a triple on the fly. I learned 5 balls, it should be 7. You work on 7, now it's 9. Like, so I think that's what's inbuilt you to always, you're never good enough.
I'm bored.
And there's always better.
I'm bored.
Yeah, but that's a circus thing. I think that's a circus thing. Like, we can't be in one place too long.
I'm bored of this
We
town.
can't be at the level of the podcast.
I'm bored of this town.
Oh, this town. I thought you meant this now, like the podcast. I was like, okay.
No, absolutely
we can
not.
wrap
No.
it up.
I'm bored of this town. I'm bored. Let's move. Let's go to the next town.
Yes, but I think that's a circus thing. And, like, look, dude, you've tried music, you've done this, you've done that. You've been in the snowfields, you lived in Canada, you did this, you went to Japan. Dude, remember that time you messaged me and you said,
I
I'm going to
tied my
Japan.
moose up near the igloo, went to Timmy's and got a double A.
Effie Bag right here, limited edition Effie Bag, 1 of 1. Am I correct?
100%.
I actually love it. The quality it's actually really thick. It's really good. I know how much this means to you. I'm not even talking shit here. What's written on the back is legitimately, it's you. You've written, I'm gonna reach billions. I'm one in a billion.
Cody.
You actually won a billion.
A million's not going to cut it. A million's not going to cut it.
Dude,
with this
dude,
economy?
dude.
With this economy, a million's not going to cut it.
Do you know what I'd do
I'm
for
gonna do
$200?
billionaire.
The things I would do for $200. Can we just touch on the power of video editing, telling a story, and circus in VR for the future? A
100% because
story
I'm
about it.
pruning up.
No, yeah, you are. You must.
I'm
be.
pruning
You tell
up.
this must be
I've
coming
been,
off.
no, I've been in here in a minute. I've been in here in a minute.
Let's finish on that.
All right.
Circus VR. What do you reckon? 5-10 years? Within 5 years, where are you watching Monte Carlo? Here's my question for you, hypothetically.
5 years from now, we will all be wearing goggles.
No. But all right, let's just think. So, Monte Carlo Circus Festival.
Okay.
How many years is it going to take till you're sitting on the couch there on a Saturday at Surfers Paradise Hilton Hotel where we are right now?
5
and
years.
you're watching Monte Carlo right there. on
5
that couch.
years. In 5 years, we're all going to be wearing goggles. We're all going to be living alternative lives. So it's time now to create an alter ego of yourself and stop working for the man.
Remember in the elevator coming up here and you said, I'm not going to get into any conspiracy stuff.
That's why you got to cut that out. That's why you got to cut.
Stuff.
I was like trying not to. I was trying not to, but you're going to edit this, right?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, 100%.
Dude, this pod might go for 6 minutes.
Sick.
No, not sick. Sick. No, not sick.
I tell you something. Am I printing up in this bathtub? Holy dooly.
Circus. No, I'm glad that I'm interviewing you because honestly, I got about 5 comments.
I want to go back into now. He said a lot of incredibly nice things about me, and I want to say a few nice things about Cody.
No.
I want to.
No, we gas me up later. Don't worry.
I'm gonna gas him up. Cody was the most inspiring person I've ever met in circus, and I am not saying that lightly. I say that on the highest degree. His level of dedication and professionalism is outstanding, and is someone that I genuinely love your friendship, and I don't say that lightly. I don't really associate with anyone anymore. I stay to myself, and this is a very important evening for me, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Love that. No, legit. I love that. I didn't want to gas up, but I'm not even kidding. I'm getting flashbacks. We were sitting at my grandparents' caravan under the awning. It was late one night. Legends, yes. We were sitting at the table, and I'm like, this guy's gonna make it. And dude, you've not been around me, and if someone brings up you, it's like at school, in like the yearbook, and it's like, who out of all the class in the school will become famous one day? No matter what, I would always say you. Some people sure might think it's a little kooky. Some people might think you're off the rails a bit. I see it. I see you're legit. You're different. You're actually different, and I see it.
Big plug. Check out 11. You think I'm gonna make it? No. No.
One more circus story, and I think we can wrap this up. What do you got?
I think the biggest factor, and what I truly miss, is that sometimes there's no electricity, sometimes there's no Wi-Fi, and sometimes you actually have to speak to other people, and I think that's really important, and that's what I truly miss. I mean, I was born in circus, and I seen the end of the good old days. I wouldn't even call technically what I seen the good old days. I know I just recently went to a big event, and I seen and heard stories about the good old days.
100%. I know the era you're talking about.
But I'm not worried that we are in the good old days, but we have to redesign it. And as architects can build buildings without being architects. Architects can build buildings without. Yeah, you can be an architect if you want.
Like, it took you a bit to
basically,
spit that out,
you
but
don't
I know
need
exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, you can. Okay, architects can build. I don't even know what the story is, but it's a good quote.
Yeah. I'll find it.
Virgil Abloh.
I'll add it. That was Virgil said that?
Absolutely.
All right, I'll put it at the bottom of the screen.
There is the quote. And
Yeah.
It's like something about like you can build buildings without.
All right, I'll chuck it in. I like that we went there, and I like that we touched on it. If we can just talk about it a little more. You and I share the thing that I like showing the performers out of the ring. Like the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday thing I said
I love
earlier.
your podcast. And I don't care if a million people are watching it or 10 people are watching it.
10.
I think what Cody is doing is revolutionary.
Dude, but, okay,
to circus, because
just
this
like you and
is
I.
welcome to the new show. This is it. And no, but if 10 people or thing, you've inspired me, and I'm gonna go use that against my stuff that I'm doing and inspire the freaking save humanity.
Like, dude, you were making YouTube videos before YouTube was a
Okay,
real thing.
I'm gonna
like
tell
when
you-
the dog ate your homework video that you told me. That's hilarious.
I'm gonna tell you what my style of films are. They're quick cuts.
Yes.
They're made for me, and they're made for the future. So they didn't make sense in the time they did because they were too quick.
100%.
And I even look back at the old stuff I filmed, and I'm like, damn, this is like too much.
But dude,
This
you
is
get it because you get that an audience now has 3 to 5 seconds to grab
Dude,
them.
less.
But you
1
knew that
second.
5 years ago.
1 second.
Your video
If you
is
don't
5
catch
years
someone's
ago.
attention in the first 1 second,
Yep.
they are
Scrolling by.
going back to,
But that's what I'm saying is you were always 5 to 10 years in advance. So this podcast that I've been wanting to do is 10 years old this year, and I'm only finally doing it now. Your videos, you were 10 years in advance. So when we touched on before about Circus VR, you get what it's going to take to film. I think what the circus needs to introduce is more behind the scenes. I think there should be a screen. Most circuses now have a screen, but they're not using it. Like, I think you need to show behind the scenes how the tent gets set up, how we travel. Obviously, chuck on fluoro. Hey guys, wear fluoros today for pull down. We're filming. Wear some hard hats, wear gloves.
Absolutely.
Wear boots. Like, bung it on a bit, obviously. But like, I think we need to use the power of video editing. And you've said that all along. You said that 10 years ago. And your video style shows. Because you tell stories.
Entertainment's never going to die, but it has to change. It has to.
Dude, I was laughing because you are pruny. Look at your toes.
Look at that.
You've gone all pruny.
Look at those
Alright,
feet.
Should we wrap up?
I can't stand this anymore.
Well, we've been recording for 48 minutes.
I
think
really
that's enough for a
appreciate. Dude, that was
podcast.
wicked.
No, much love.
I truly appreciate this segment. Cody, phenomenally dressed. To come to a closure on this section of it, the internet is finished.
Dude.
The internet is finished.
I've been talking about how powerful it is right now. And you've just finished it on its phone.
It's done. The internet's
I was
finished.
just saying how powerful it is. Good part?
Amazing. I literally cannot wait to see what this ends up
I think
looking
this
like.
whole pod is going to be the Bath podcast because I think we got enough.
No, we're going to
15
do the
minutes.
whole thing again on the...
Or do you want to film another podcast?
Absolutely.
And I'll upload it down
With
the
more
track?
professional. I'm fucking...
More professional?
I cannot even...
I don't think that's possible.
Let's go to the
Disco?
disco. Yeah, let's fucking go to the disco.
Saturday night.
Fuck it. It's Saturday night in Surface Paradise. What the fuck were you sitting in a bathtub for?
Yeah, what up? Dude, the chair and all the lights are set up to do the podcast out there.
May all your days be circus days.
Oh, that's a good finish. I told you I had to park a mile away. How far do you think we've been walking?
We've been walking hours.
I told you, to get a park, all this was bumper to bumper.
Realistic.
We're still walking to the car.
Jeez, me.
I'm getting a bit of a
Oh,
sweat
no, that's
on.
why you took so long when you got here. I got blisters on my feet after this. I'll tell a joke.
Okay.
Okay. What's the difference
Oh,
between...
dude, I thought you were going to fart so bad.
No.
I really did.
No, I have respect.
I so thought you were going to fart.
Here's my joke. What's the difference between a... Beep. Censored.
No,
Banned.
okay.
Published.